Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. I'm the MysteriousJG, and our next location is Kinderdijk. Now, our next location actually is kind of Kinderdijk-esque. We got to go to the ice flow place, but I think I got some side quest stuff to do first. And of course,
I'm so glad Yuri's okay.
dialogue thing.
Are you kidding? The Adafagos, the whole world going nuts?
Of course he's
There's
okay.
no way that kid would miss this.
You weren't worried, Raven?
Maybe just a little. But guys like him keep getting up, no matter what happens, so nah, I wasn't too worried.
You really believe in Yuri, don't you, Raven?
I believe he exists.
Aw, you're gonna make this old man blush.
But that's bad for my artificial Blastia heart, which has a core, as Rita realized when someone said the word core inexplicably. You know, actually we do need to restock on some items, so might as well do that now. And I'm having that, like, it gets its good as early in the video, but suddenly I'm like, are we recording? And we are recording. Okay, so melange gel. They're expensive. These are all expensive, but I'm gonna buy them anyway. We are actually a little bit short of this massive gold total that Dracula the Dork said we're gonna need soon. I'm a little worried. I definitely need more life bottles. Mind bottles, I could use a few more too. Though we might never need them again, but we desperately needed them. Yeah, we were out of life bottles actually. We desperately needed those against Yeager and all that out screening. Holy Raven, pray for us. You know, cowboy hat. There's a lot of that actually is better for put this here hat on, and you'll be whistling home on the range in no time. I wonder. I wonder. He doesn't already have those techniques, huh? Interesting. For Blue Dragon. I must have sold that for something. Wow, Estelle doesn't have any of these techniques. Oh, and they missed their chance to get these shitty techniques too. I don't know why you would want those. I guess for, in theory I could have had them equipped for some secret mission purpose, but, speed, charge, and safety, wow, there's, we never got the... I'm assuming whatever we learned from the compact sword we don't need anymore. I don't have enough cockatrice claws for this. I'm not going to worry about this right now. But, I didn't actually mean to... What did I come out here for? Oh, I wanted to make sure that Rapid's actually using his best equipment. Hunting beret... Before we go buy him something new. Yeah, apparently he just really... We need to get better equipment for Rapid. Shouldn't be buying now. I need to actually think about selling stuff. Mirage, Crest... Well, you know what? It doesn't help him much. I'm not using him much, and we're almost out of money, so I'm going to let this one go. I hate to sell weapons, but we probably should be selling equipment that no one's wearing. If I need, because I need to get like another... I'm looking at this thing. I don't know when I'm going to get money. Yeah, I need another 100,000 gold. Well, shit. And I need to get... something that Dracula wants me to do right now. it might just be to get a title, which would be pretty silly. Ooh. I wonder if I can actually just sell a bunch of old equipment. I mean, like armors and stuff. If it's equipped, they won't let me sell it, I would think. Well, they're not worth that much anyway. I don't think I'm getting 100,000 for these. Oh, these are just helmets, though. I'm thinking the really best of them, well, there's nobody who's improved. Yeah, I'm looking for anything where somebody's improved by it. No. Some of these are better against magic. They probably are really better. They might be like the physical defense is 1 lower, but magic defense is way higher. But I know I'm gonna need cash. Mithril. So I'm just keeping an eye out for anything that's actually literally... No, keep the splash dress, because that actually does seem to be better than what she's wearing. Okay, there's more of this. So maybe this will actually make up the difference. This can't be that exciting to watch, but I guess it's kind of been a long time coming, all of these, and there's no buyback in this game, so this might be a bad idea, but maybe I'll save on a different slot in case it turns out it was a really bad idea to sell some of this stuff. But I don't think we're going to be using much of this again. Matter of fact, we've now got enough from this stuff that some of the fancier stuff we could probably, like stuff that was like borderline might be useful, we could probably keep. But now I've kind of, I don't know if I feel like going through it all again. I'm looking for anything with a green arrow. We got the one, I think, was for Judith. Yeah, I know we didn't end up selling that. Did I see a couple green arrows? No. So I could bring back the very best item from each category. Just in case it turns out that are the 1 or 2 best items from each category. Can't really go back for those helmets anymore, but we've got over 500,000 now. Draki the Dork is pointing out in the fact, I'm reading ahead a little bit I guess, that at this point we could go and give a ton of money to that spa that we saw many videos back. But she says don't do that yet. There will be a gambling minigame later, but there's someplace else where we need to spend money, and she says do it now, and she doesn't explain, but I'm thinking maybe it's not available later. But either way, we need to give 500,000 gold to somebody. I'm hoping it's not just to get some stupid title, but I don't know. So we'll see. I don't want to sell any of these. Fairy ring we got from reduces TP consumption by 50%. Well, it actually would be better off giving that to whatever I do. I can't let the rare boots, perfectly crafted masterpiece. What does it actually do? Defense 60. I don't get it. Buy all the food in the world. Got through some strawberries making cake, I think. Yeah, strawberry plus egg plus milk equaled cake. Now that we got everyone back, I guess we can check and see if anybody should be learning skills they don't have. I realized before that, in fact, I don't think anyone's learning any new stuff from these things. Yeah, I mean, I could go through and... Oh, and the Don's awake.
It seems that the Union is still in disarray.
You think?
They relied on the Don
Disarray.
for too much. They're probably scared without the guy who used to decide everything for them.
I think I know how they feel. Constantly worrying whether or not you're about to
Glenn
make
used
some
to
big
decide everything for
mistake.
me.
Well, I can't understand being so afraid of messing up that you can't decide anything.
Wow, I agree with you for once.
The Union has to do
What do you
a
mean
lot
for
of
once? I
thinking
didn't think
for
they had some, like,
themselves now that they're
hatred.
without the Don.
Isn't that how it should be?
Absolutely.
Deep. Anyway, there are... I could spend some time synthesizing and whatnot, but... eh. I can actually make progress here, so I think I'll do that. I'm in a recording kind of mood. I might decide during some weekday night when I'm working the next day and don't feel like recording, but do feel like playing, to, you know, hunt for items and whatnot. But for now, she says to see the scene with repeat on the map, which we've already done. Fly over to Mount Temsa for a scene. I think we may have already seen this scene in Mount Temsa. I'm not sure. I have to remember where Mount Temsa is. Okay, we're heading in the right general direction, actually. It's right here, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, fly over it. Okay, we don't even land, so this is it.
It feels like it was ages ago when I left, rather.
Oh, you feel the same way, Bo. You're talking with Bo. Crazy chick.
Yeah, we were just remembering the time that we first met.
Would you mind telling me about it? I'm bored. It's gotta be better than the story that brother told Yuna about how the Gullwings got their name. Because I'm thinking about that game, damn it. A long time ago, Bo used to live on the summit of Mount Temsa.
The townspeople all feared him. They thought of him as a giant ferocious monster.
But I talked to Bo and eventually became friends. About how old were you then?
You never ask a lady her name, her age, her name. You can ask a lady her name. I don't remember exactly, but I think I was pretty young.
From that point on, we started traveling together. My dad came too. He didn't mean to, but then he covered.
Your father did. Oh, no, I'm turning Irish. Your father? You mean Father Ted?
That's right, Ted.
Me dad had a fierce passion for Blastia. I feel like I was influenced a lot by him as I grew up.
Oh, it's actually Rita's father, isn't it? Turns out, like, he adopted her and he raised Rita, or he was Rita's biological father, raised Judith or some crap.
Soon after that, the Great War happened. I was about to become a statistic, and then Baul saved me.
Jesus saved me. You were right in the middle of the battle, weren't you? Yes, my fellow Guardians took me up into Warsaw after a while, but I went back down to the surface.
And then I decided to travel around the planet with Baul.
To destroy all of the Hermes Blastia and rid the world of its negative effects. I see, so Baul saved your life.
Aye.
I feel like I understand the connection between you two a lot better now. Thanks for sharing that with me.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Dad, I'm sorry you were defeated by sin.
Youth.
Doesn't all that fighting ever make you tired, Yuri?
Nah, I've got you here to heal me if I get hurt after all.
I destroy the world with the
Getting
Outfagos
hurt
power.
and getting tired are different. Don't you ever run out of energy?
I drink
I'd say
5-hour
swinging my sword
energy.
gives me more energy rather than taking it away.
You're like an over-energetic kid who runs around until he passes out.
Yeah,
Of course,
whatever.
I've got more energy than a kid, so I can make that much more mischief.
Ah, youth. I'm out of breath with just one swing. I wish I could go back to my younger days.
Talk about pathetic.
Don't worry. Won't be long before you're in the same boat as me, kid.
I don't think that's too funny, old man.
Go to bed, old man.
Until then, you can just sit and suffer in admiration of my youthful energy.
That's the first time I've ever heard of someone suffering in admiration.
So you can sit and suffer in admiration. Oh, I get tired from just one swing. I wish I could go back to the young days. Well, now you can. Thanks to that little blue pill. But yeah. Alright, so... Fly over Mount Thames for a scene. Okay, I don't actually have to go to Mount Thames. I thought maybe I could go to Mount Thames now. We can go to the hot springs. Go to the hot springs. I guess let's save, because she wants us to go to the... Like, she says visit the hot springs and then don't pay them the money. So maybe you have to go there and refuse to pay the money to get things to happen. I don't know. Apparently, I've been warned repeatedly that you have to be very careful to do things in the right order because the game gets glitchy and drops quests. And we've already seen that, like I checked the fact, we were supposed to get an item for defeating Neptune, which was that Giganto monster. We didn't get that item, but we were supposed to get an item. Now I can't remember where the actual hot springs was. I think it was over here. Yeah, it was over here. So I'm worried that we accidentally broke that quest with the Giganto monsters. This place is really wonderful. This place is really neat. Clink, clank, clink, clank. Toss in a coin and out comes a drink. You can't get a hot springs. Everybody welcome to hot springs. We can buy gels. Miracle gels. All sorts of fun stuff. Is there any food we can buy that we can't buy at other places? Apparently there is, actually. Scallops? Oh, just different kinds of fish. Well, as long as we don't get knocked down below 500k, and I don't see that happening, we're fine with buying all the sushi ingredients in the world. Kanabuki Manju. Please enjoy your stay. Oh. Oh, so it's still... Wait, you said we could... You said we could do the hot springs. Oh, well. Cleaning in progress. I don't get it. She made it sound like we could actually do that now. Casey, oh, Capuatorum. Like, sometimes I get confused because the quest that something relates to will be named, and I think they're talking about the location. That's what got me all completely turned around once on the, I was looking for a town that was actually named Bryanch or whatever, and that's actually the name of the weapon we were trying to get. Let's, see if we can get Carol's, monster book scene, because I think we saw some dialogue to suggest that that advanced further. Ah, I think this is it. Yep. Huh? That's... ... It's you, Homebrew. Now I'll kill you. It's Nan! Carol. After what happened at Mount Demza, are you okay?
I'm okay enough that I don't need your pity, Carol.
Kicks him in the nuts.
I just let my guard down is all.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you want something?
He's in love with you, you bitch. Jeez, sorry. She's a little young to be handling that, young to be feeling that, frankly. A monster book that I got from you has been helping us out a lot, Nan. I guess he's not too young to have puppy love feelings, but she's not that good with how she deals with them. Look at all the monsters we've put in it so far.
Yeah, you're trying to make friends with them, you son of a bitch. Supposed to be killing them. I see, but why are you reporting all this to me? Because you're supposed to be friends. What the hell? You never know when we'll end up face to face competing to catch the same mark. Stop talking to me like you're my best friend. You gave him the book.
Nan.
I'm leaving.
Nan. Don't you know me? Carol, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. Okay. Hey, what a bitch. Alright, so... I think that's the wrong Capua. I think we're supposed to go to the other Capua. Yeah, that's Capua Nor. We gotta go to Capua Torum for some plotty stuff, or side quest stuff. We're giving away all of our money for a plot called Drake. I don't actually know what it's gonna get us at the end, but we have to go to the port to find some people. I won't spoil it, but it's coming. Should be able to take the slide, but I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna showcase it, so I'll just tell you now. When you do the... Oh, let's watch the plot scene. Hey guys, look!
Come see us again real soon, Kay?
Oh, they're orphans and they're helping out an orphanage or some crap. While standing with, like, you know, sexy poses.
Okay. That's a promise.
We run into each other in the craziest places.
Whoa, now take it easy. This isn't really the time.
What's wrong, Gauche and Droite?
I don't know how to pronounce these words. I never learned any French.
Dot. Goodbye. Au revoir. Okay, bye.
Now, what do you suppose those two are up to?
Pardon me, but are you acquaintances of those two young ladies?
I wouldn't say acquaintances, really. We killed their boss that they seemed oddly fixated on.
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Huh?
I worry about those girls. They have the misfortune of being easily misunderstood, you see.
Yeah, they're part of the Guild of Evil.
But now that I see they have this many friends, I can stop my worrying.
We just told you we're only acquaintances. I misunderstood, but they're members of Levia. Oof.
And how much you know of our friends, miss?
I'm the governess of this home, and they once lived under two...
Ah, called it.
Home? This orphanage was built to shelter those children who have no one to depend on.
As opposed to the orphanages, which are for people who are surrounded by adults who are willing to raise them.
The two of them lost their family in the war 10 years ago. They were both murdered by Yeager, but he died before he could say,
By the way, girls, I'm the one who killed your parents.
She's got him in the Great War. Hey, who are they? They're our big sis's enemies. I'll beat them up.
Did anyone say that, kid?
Here now, hush, both of you. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
How generous and kind of you. It must not be an easy job beating up all of their enemies. They've got a lot. Oh, I know. I could never manage all of this alone. It is all made possible by the donations I receive.
Uh-oh. No, but this isn't where I'm supposed to give them $1 million, though.
Yeager is his name. He really does too much for us.
Oh, damn it. Yeager turns out to be the fucking prince of the world, the most wonderful person. Well, not Prince Machiavelli either. The most wonderful person who ever lived, and we totally murdered him. The Guild of Murderers strikes again. Yeager?
Yeager? But what did he do a thing like that for?
I don't know his reasons, but he has never asked for anything in return.
Except that he gets the pick of your finest orphans to raise in his army of the damned.
Nanny, I'm hungry.
Oh, she's Nanny. That must be the Muppet Babies.
Oh, yes, it's time, isn't it? I'm sorry, I must be going. It's time for me to breastfeed these children.
What the hell's wrong with me?
I wonder what it could mean. I wouldn't think he would have much interest in charity. Something's going on here. I mean, those two are obviously Yeager's personal guard.
I guess it's possible for us to see this scene before we killed Yeager, because nobody's making reference to the fact that we killed Yeager. I don't think he raised them as orphans just to make them his underlings.
You just might try something like that, huh? What is it, lass?
Oh, when we were talking with her just now, I truly felt that whoever did this had good intentions.
Yeah, well, you're stupid.
But can that person really be the Yeager we know?
That might be a different Yeager. Maybe the ghost girls are confused and they think that the Yeager who's been so good to the orphanage is the evil Yeager, and that's why they work for him. Your guess is as good as mine.
That.
And And it says, speak with the woman south of the item shop and donate your savings. Oh, we do have to do this next, so maybe... here we go. We're donating a bunch of money to the orphanage, guys.
Some pretty flowers to give to your parents or your sister or someone you love. I know you don't love your parents or sister, so it must be a separate person you love. Oh, you over there.
Sorry. Ah, it's you. I'll kill you.
Aren't you the woman from the orphanage? The one we just spoke to seconds ago? How did you get here ahead of us?
Oh, so you're actually a florist.
Oh, no, that's not quite right. Well, I used to sell flowers, but then I was transported to the dimension of Final Fantasy Tactics, and once you trigger the scene where you can see me, it's possible to get Cloud in your party. And if you have a walk-on all-terrain and you get up on the volcano, you can get the materia blade. Then why are you selling flowers?
You need money, don't you? Well, then she is a florist, sort of. Well, I guess not really.
Well, you see.
Oh, the donations from Yeagers have stopped coming in. I guess we could have seen that earlier scene about Gauche and Droite donating to the orphanage without having killed Yeager, but this scene probably doesn't populate till we've killed Yeager.
Yes, now the Yeager's gone, the orphanage doesn't have any money. Unfortunately, that's the case. We've actually been renting the orphanage building from a certain well-known man in town. He's greedy son of a bitch. But since we've stopped receiving contributions from Yeager, we're no longer able to pay that debt. The rent for the building aside, it takes a lot of money to feed the children.
Yeah, they only eat foie gras. Pate. You're raising a bunch of orphans on caviar. But aren't some of the kids out and working now? Consider yourself
At home.
Consider yourself a part of the family.
They're all still struggling to make a living for themselves. It'd be far too much to ask them to help with something like this.
What about that pair of assertive young ladies from the orphanage?
Oh, well, they've been totally, just broken since somebody murdered their beloved Yeager. Hey, buddy, you want to have a part of this conversation? Just kind of wandered into our shot here. Gauche and Droite are in the same situation. They were both working for Yeager. But now that he's passed away, they're probably having just as hard a time as anybody.
Hey, you would think that they would take over to Leviathan's Claw and become like the mistresses of evil. Sounds like a sweet gig.
Oh, sir, would you like to buy some flowers?
Oh, he just wanted... Okay, that was part of the scene. Is she really going to be able to pay off their debt like that? Maybe she'll be able to make a little profit, but I don't know about paying off that debt.
It kind of hurts to watch, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Please take this. You should be able to sell it for a good amount of money.
Whoa, you sure it's okay to give that away? It's your hand. You can't just cut it off and sell it.
I'm just doing something that the Empire should have done already, that's all.
But if you give that away, won't that mean you won't have any other proof of being in the Imperial family?
No, it's okay. Not having this won't change who I am.
Yeah, but the proof you're in the Imperial family is different. What are they going to do, like a genetic test? Before we go any further here, how much is it that you need exactly?
Let's see. 500,000 gold should be enough.
For this month.
We've got that much.
Yeah, but it's everything we've got. I mean, I suppose we have it, but it's still a lot of dough. Yeah.
What would happen if you don't have the money?
Oh, well, I think we have to pay it. I'm desperately curious, though, if, like, part of me wants to flip ahead and see what the next time the Drake, quest gets mentioned. And, do we end up, like, do, Gauche and Droite owe us a big favor? I'm not seeing it, but I shouldn't be reading ahead anyway. Apparently there's an exploit, like you can use the last town in the game, or one of the last towns that we haven't visited yet. I guess another town pops up. I thought we could pretty much go anywhere, but at some point, well, there is a gambling game that we can like take advantage of. It's not like I got save states to abuse, so I hope there's something.
We'll give you the 500,000 gold because we're suckers for orphans.
Well, what are you saying? I thought I was in charge.
Don't be such a Scrooge.
But I wanted to have a vat full of money that I could swim in.
But I can't just let you give me so much of your own money. You must steal it from others using your evil guild.
We're not the ones paying you. Isn't that right, Estelle?
Wait, I got him confused there for a second.
Huh? Why me?
Didn't you say you were just doing something that the Empire should have done already? So we're just spotting them the money until they take responsibility for it themselves. Yeah, you're basically never getting it back, Yuri.
Ah, so you mean...
That's right. We're going to overthrow that Guanping-voiced guy, Yoder, and put you in charge, and then you can give away all the Empire's money to orphans. Once you go back, you'll never go black. Once you go back, see if you can get the council to pay us back for giving the orphanage this money.
Yes, I'll do it. What are you talking about?
She's a princess, dumbass. I want to say dumbass and chickened out and called her dumbass. This money's assistance from the Empire, so you can take it or not. Take it and not have to feel bad about it.
Well, I don't really understand, but I hate the Empire.
It's tough to explain. You do it, Carol.
What, me?
You like explaining things, right? What he does? What are you talking about? Oh, this video's going to go long if this conversation doesn't end soon.
Well, not particularly, but I'll give it a go.
7 years later.
She said she would work hard and pay us back for the money, but...
The Emperor will reimburse us, right, Estelle?
Yeah, whatever. I'll ask Yoder about it. If he refuses, then I'm sorry, but he has to go.
You're sorry?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We're just asking you to twist His Highness's arm a little. Highness, you don't need an apostrophe and an S, just an apostrophe.
I'll try my best. I'll threaten him.
Okay, let's go. You paid 500,000 gold, you sucker. And that's going to be it for this video. Master! I guess it's not. We'll call it a video here. I kind of want to see, though, what happens if you... Well, we can do this next video. If you say no. Pardon me. Sorry about that. I want to see what happens if you refuse to pay the money. If you get another chance or what. But we'll talk to the master next time because I need a good drink before I can do the voice that I have set aside for the master. It's tough on the throat. Which reminds me, I actually need to read through the Wonder Reporter. It's been a long time since I've gone through any of that, but maybe I'll do some of that next time. More likely, I'll just save it for the next session because then I can remind myself when you're not in the middle of recording, go find the last time you actually did these so you know what to start. Anyway, folks, I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.